Hey everybody, I am Tara Reid from Entertainment Weekly, and we are here live at New York Comic Con with the showrunner and cast of Wynonna
Hold
Earp.
on, your name is Tara Reid?
Oh, yes.
Great.
Not to be confused with the
Tara
actress
Reid.
in American Pie.
And Sharknado.
And Sharknado, never forget. So first I want to talk about the incredible fan base you have for this show. What was it like to see that fan reaction online and just see them rally behind your show and push for season 4?
I don't think it was terribly surprising. We already knew how much support we had from them just by how positive they are online, and they're always like giving us the best of themselves. So it was not a surprise because we know that they're such great people, but it was also so reaffirming to feel
I was
like
relieved. It was really moving.
it was moving.
Once we put out kind of like the all call, like we really need you guys, there was a moment for me where I was like, "Ooh, have they forgotten about us?"
Yes.
And like just the fact that they rallied even before they knew what they were rallying for. Like, what are we doing? Yay! It was incredible. It feels once in a lifetime to have a fan base like this. So how can you be anything but grateful?
Yeah, amazing. And speaking of season 4, I don't know how much you can give away, but I know the Earp family curse has been broken. So can we share or tease anything about conflict in season 4?
Yeah, go ahead.
For anybody
no!
out
What's gonna happen?
We think it's going to happen. I don't know. I mean, obviously, it's a big. I think, well, for you, I don't want to speak for you, but I know you said something really interesting in an interview that, like, the curse has been a lot of what Wynonna has sort of been about and her thing. That's her thing. And so it'll be really interesting to watch Wynonna and what she does when she maybe doesn't have a curse to fight and how that shifts her personality. But I'm interested to observe, to watch this.
Yes. Emily,
Yes.
what do you think?
I think what Dom thinks. I think there's still a lot to keep y'all busy. Each other, people need to be rescued from the garden. You lost your gun, which happened to be a sword. That was so foolish.
So on brand.
So on brand. So
Is
on
she going
brand.
to get a sheath for the
Sure.
sword?
What's a sheath? Like a
It's like
condom for the sword?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a sword
Yes.
condom.
She's always unsheathed.
I would
It's
love
a
it if
real problem.
Wynonna used a condom. Just FYI. So let's sheath all
Do we have the
swords on
budget?
shows. Yes, I would say
Great,
so.
great.
So, yeah, I think that would work.
This went off the rails.
You're good.
On brand.
Well, Melanie, speaking of your character not having, a curse to
Condoms.
a curse to next.
Yeah.
That too. I feel like you've always championed the fact that Wynonna is such a badass, but a badass to so many sides to her. She's tough, but she's loving, and she's imperfect, and she's funny. Is there a part of her that you've always wanted to explore, but haven't been able to yet?
Well, what I love about this show is that we can explore so much just because she's so real. I mean, back to what Kat was saying, like, it is really interesting once the curse is gone, what is her identity now? And sort of the struggle of, like, what is my place? When I say it out loud, it sounds so like, like, oh God.
Good.
So finding her place in the world when she doesn't have a place anymore, I think is really interesting, but hopefully still doing it with a sense of humor and exploring the, she's left her daughter. I think, there's the abandonment part that's really interesting. I think there's so much interesting nuance we can go into.
Definitely.
But
Yeah, there's so many ways to go.
yeah.
And for Dominique and Kat, so we saw the proposal towards the end of season 3. Can we expect a wedding episode in the future?
Hi, love. Kat and I have talked about this before, and it's probably an unpopular answer, but I like to think that we will have many more seasons ahead of us, even though obviously with everything that we've lived through in this past year, like that the instability of that can be a bit worrying. I would definitely love to see a Way Hot Wedding before the end of Wynonna Earp. But I wonder, and I think Kat, you would, thanks for nodding along anyway, that if we were lucky enough to get another season after this, that maybe that would come in season 5. I don't know.
Sure.
But that's just sort of because we have dealt with the relationship in such a beautiful, realistic way, I think perhaps maybe it would be another year of developing their relationship before. Yeah, torture.
I'm just teasing.
But that said, I mean, it would be such a joy to play it, and I really do hope that our characters get to live that out before the end of our journey.
Me too. I agree with everything you said.
And speaking of your character's relationship, I feel like LGBTQ representation is such a core part of this show. I was wondering what it's like to play a couple that people admire so much.
It sort of restores your faith in the power of art and media and how important it actually is, and all the stories we get to tell on the show. I mean, Melanie, Emily created an amazing pregnancy line for Winona, and we got to see a woman who was pregnant and fighting demons at the same time, and having Wayhop be such a popular couple. I mean, it just sort of, as an actor and someone who loves to tell stories, it reaffirmed how important it is that we need to see all sorts of different people on screen. We need to see ourselves on screen, and that storytelling is really important, and art has such a crucial part in our society and in our happiness. And it's kind of done that for me, just reaffirm that this is really important.
Happy to hear that.
And I agree with everything you said.
I concur. That's amazing. And really, all of the characters on this show are so interesting and different and complex. And I feel like we're constantly learning new things about everyone. So for all of you, if you could play any other character on set for like one day, who would it be and why? And for you too, Emily, anyone you think you're drawn to?
No, not me first.
No?
You're number one.
Oh, not here.
I would be happy. I'm a terrible actress, so maybe like sassy waitress with like one line that gets cut in the edit suite. So that's it.
We had a sassy waitress.
Yeah, but it wasn't played by all of this.
You're right.
Yeah,
I'm
it
gonna
was
go
played by an
with
actual actor.
I'm gonna go with Nicole.
Oh, good one.
Yeah, like to
Body swap, body
see
swap.
what that would be like going from the other side. But I definitely wouldn't want to date myself. So someone else can jump
Love
in.
yourself. You'd be wonderful today. Yeah.
I feel like this answer changes every time.
Yeah.
Because all the characters are so fun. I would want to be one of the pick a revenant at that party.
Oh, yeah.
At the Bullsharp party.
Oh yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah.
I would like to play Petra, the vampire,
Oh,
the
yes.
sexy vampire. That was
Because you want the
such-
fanny pack.
I want the fanny pack. I want the hair. I want the makeup. I want all the
You'd be a
things.
good vampire.
I just
You would be
what a fun. That was such a fun role.
Yeah. It was awesome.
yeah.
Awesome, so much fun. Well, thank you guys so much for being here.
us.
I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
And thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for more Comic-Con coverage right here at EW.
These are